being over Alabama?
It feels good, man. It was a blessing and a great opportunity to come, just represent, the University of Tennessee football.
Kendal, how did the process go with Coach Jones deciding? Obviously, there's a lot of guys that were worthy of coming, but how did the process go? Did you guys volunteer? Did he come to you and suggest it or ask if you were interested? How'd that all work?
Yeah, he just walked up to me one day and it was like, I'm going to take you to SEC Media Day. He was like, I feel like you deserve it, and I feel like, with your leadership, this offseason, I feel like you're one of the perfect guys to go to. So, I thanked him for it. I had to go run right after, though, so we had conditioning after. So.
Did you talk to Dobbs, Sutton, or Reeves Maven who went last year? Any advice from them?
I talked to Reeves Maven a little bit about it. He was in town this weekend, and I talked to him, and he was just like, just enjoy it. It's fun. They're gonna ask you a bunch of questions, about everything. So he was just like, just enjoy it, have a good time.
How difficult was it at times? You showed up after a lot of tough losses, game weeks. I mean, how hard was that last year when the expectations were so high and you had to answer all the questions about maybe some disappointments?
Yeah, I hate losing, first of all, so nobody likes losing, but it was tough. You just got to make sure you learn from those losses and make sure you don't make the same mistakes twice. And that's what we've been focusing on this year to get ready for we got Georgia Tech the first game, so we're just getting ready for that and just trying to right all of our wrongs we did last year. So.
How have the expectations changed since you came in the program? I mean, you came at a time when Tennessee hadn't really accomplished a lot, and some fans say, well, now that they're winning 9 games, is that enough for the players? What is the attitude of guys that came in when the program wasn't even going to bowl games?
Oh yeah, I've had the mentality to come out and just try to win every game I can. I was 5-7 my first year. I was redshirted, 5-7. Didn't go to a bowl game. I never wanted to get that feeling ever again. So we just worked hard, and we got the right players and this this family we call family, this tight knit group. So 9 wins is enough. We just try to go out every game, every week, and just try to win, and that's all you can ask for.
Kendal, you talk about the expectations, and they're there every year. As a team, you look at what you lost. You lost 6 guys to NFL, guys like Derek Barnett. How what's the argument for why you're going to be better this year?
Those guys were talented. Derek was probably one of the best D linemen in SEC history. So we lost Vereen, we lost a whole bunch of guys, but it's always been next man up. And we've had this whole offseason to prepare for this year. And I love those guys, but it's not about them right now. It's about us right now as a team, and we just got to go out every day and just compete like we're going to be SEC champions.
Butch said he thinks you guys are driven. Is that part of the motivation that people see what you lost, they assume you're going to take a step back, and are you guys anxious to prove that's not the case?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. We just got a bunch of guys that like to work hard and like to, they don't like losing either. So when you get a bunch of guys that have the same, mentality, it makes things a lot easier. And I think we're just going to go into this year with a chip on our shoulder and just try to, just try to prove everybody right that believed in us in the first place.
What have you seen from some the freshman defensive ends, specifically Matthew Butler and Paxton, just guys that you guys are going to have to rely on some, it seems, this next year with some of the depth there. You're the leader at that defensive line position. What have you kind of